Hello, viewers. Welcome to our Good Morning Tarot. Okay, another day is beginning. Soon the sun will be set, will be rising. Okay, but let's start the day by checking our energy. Now, this is a general reading, so uh, it's open to all signs. Okay, and at the same time, it's a timeless reading. So, whatever time you find this video, that is the time you're meant to see it. Now, for our main energy, we have, okay, the Eight of Swords. Something is causing you anxiety today. For some of you, maybe you're beginning something new and you're worried about the opinions of others. It's like, when one takes an exam or you're starting to, yeah, taking an exam or you're going to present something. There is that fear of what other people will think or what other people will say. Well, it doesn't really matter what they will say or what they will think. The important thing, I guess, is what we think of ourselves. Uh, Now, it's very important for us to really listen to what we really want to do. If it's something that you really want to do, then go for it. Even if other people do not believe in your capacity to make it come into a reality, believe in yourself. The anxiety comes when the opinion of other people tend to outweigh our opinion of ourselves. You know how it is when we the tendency to be affected by the opinion of other people. It helps when we listen to their opinion. It allows us to improve more on ourselves. But at the same time, there is that tipping point when the opinion of other people already influences our self-concept, our love for ourselves, our belief in our own capacity to make things. So it's when the opinion of the society already dictates on our self-concept or on how we look on ourselves, then it's no longer a healthy one, and it will truly bring you anxiety, because whether you like it or not, and whether you give it your best or you don't do anything, there will always be people who will complain. There will always be people who will not be satisfied with what you have. It helps to look at those people. So if we to look at those people who appreciate us, it's nice, no. But there's always that part of the universe who might not look at things the way you look at. So uh, just do it. Okay. And sometimes also, in a certain sense, anxiety is also good. uh, it makes you a little bit more careful, and so you should oftentimes, the product, the one that you are doing because you did it with care, uh, suddenly becomes more beautiful than what you expected. So in a certain sense, you can use also the anxiety of what people would think to your advantage. But it shouldn't be too heavy to the point that it no longer makes you happy doing certain things. Uh, the important thing is, if you feel like doing it, just do it, no matter what other people say. If it is something that you feel you need to do, especially if it's the song that you need to sing to the world or to the universe, don't hesitate. Okay. So if there's something right now, you listen to your intuition right now. If there's something right now that is crippling you from giving it your best, something related to the opinion of other people, well, maybe it's time for you to say, "World, this is me, and this is my song. If you like it, then I'm happy. If you don't like it, then just let me be. I will sing my song somewhere else." Okay. Uh, I remember this song. Just sing a song. Okay, so if nobody likes your song, you can always sing it somewhere where you are just alone and just enjoy singing. Uh, if you want to dance, no, The world doesn't have to approve on the way you dance. Just dance. And you don't have to do it in the presence of people who do not like it. You can always dance in the private of your room, okay? Or privacy of your room. So, yeah, for some of you, there is some anxiety. It can be because other people are not pleased with what you're doing, or envy can also be another aspect of it. But you see here, you can walk away, and this bind that holds you, this opinion of other people, you can easily free yourself from it. And at the same time, you can remove that blindfold and you will find your way through it. I know it's a very uncomfortable situation. It's also damp because there are water around you. But you can free yourself from this one and you can walk away. It, the opinions of other people should not cripple you, should not prevent you from doing what you feel you need to do. There might be some feeling of alienation right now, but there will be people who will appreciate what you are doing. Uh, Go where people love you, go where people support you. If nobody supports you, ask the universe to do so and make you feel that you are loved no matter what. So, yeah, this is what I feel right now. There is something that is causing you anxiety right now, and maybe even causing you pain. You see here, you are meant to look at things in a different light. The hanged man. Okay. Take a paradigm shift. Instead of being worried about other people's opinion, just think, this is for a gift I am going to give to the world. There will be people who will appreciate it. Actually, when you do it, when you sing your special song, it's also an opportunity. When you sing your special song in an environment where some people are sort of not pleased with what you are doing and maybe even doing some things that are not not generous or not kind. No, it's a good environment in a certain sense because it will allow you to realize those who really understand you, those who really support you, in spite of. Okay, and it will allow you to see who are your spirit tribes. Okay, sooner or later you will see who to whom do you do this spirit or this energy that you have, to whom it resonates with. And somehow when you find people who resonates with your energy or the song that you sing, then it's easier for you to identify who are members of your soul tribe. Okay, so it's an advantage also. Now the invitation right now is that this challenge will allow you to transform yourself to a point where you will undergo a certain paradigm shift. You will look at things in a different light after this feeling of rejection, this anxiety, this trial moment. It will allow you to grow and look at things in a different light. And at the same time also, I think the best way out of this situation is looking at things in a different light. To look at it in a positive way, something that will brighten your point of view. This person finds freedom even if his feet is hanged. He is able to see the beauty of his inner world. Sometimes when we are limited in movement, we are in a situation that limits our movement. What happens is when we try to observe, when we try to recall our past experiences, in those moments when you feel bored, when you feel like you have no choice but to wait, that's when our imagination starts to flourish. That's when our intuition becomes more sensitive. When we were children, when we are bored but we have no choice but to wait, we start to daydream. Somehow I feel that the hanged man is someone like that. That he is able to find ways to entertain himself even in those moments of limitation in his life. So this is what I see right now. Yes, there is a moment of a certain situation that limits you, maybe opinions of others, people talking behind you, but you can always look at it in a different light, and I think it will lead to you, to your growth inwardly. And this is the advice of the universe. Everything you need is there already. We have given you everything that you need in order to free yourself from this situation. You will be able to walk away from it because everything is there. Maturity when it comes to your emotions. Uh, you also have all the capacity to free yourself with the pentacles. You you can always have that positive attitude even if it is raining around you with this sword, and you can always remain on fire with the wands, and you can be creative and you can flourish amidst this situation. What comes to me right now is bloom where you are planted, and once you start to bloom again, I mean you also have the the you also have the freedom to walk away and go to another environment where you feel supported, where you feel loved, where people also are in the same energy as you are, in the same direction that you are going. Well, this is what we can see for our tarot cards for today. This is just a passing thing. The anxiety, the feeling of limitedness, it's an opportunity for you to grow and to look at things in a different light. And the universe advises us everything you need is there, and we are supporting you. You see here the eternity sign, the presence of the spirit. They are supporting you. The universe has your back. So try not to worry about the opinions of other people. Just sing a song. Okay, now let's go to our self-care tip. Okay, in our self-care tip, I like it so much when the self-care tip coincides with our tarot reading. It has been like that for quite some time now. You see here, it speaks of self-esteem. Uh, Somehow the tarot reading also speaks of self-esteem, that you shouldn't mind what other people say. You just do what you feel you need to do. To remain positive even if it's raining outside. Okay, so let's read from the card for today, which is card number 32. It says here, low self-esteem is like driving through life with your handbrake on. Okay, so driving through life with your handbrake on. It's true. It's like you're moving forward, but something is keeping you and pushing you backward. It's like you're dragging one leg. You're skipping with one leg and the other leg is being dragged. Or it's like trying to fly against the wind, but there are certain objects that are attached to certain strings in your wings that prevents you from flying very comfortably. So usually when we have low self-esteem, we the wind that keeps us flying are usually the opinion of other people. We are dependent on the opinion of other people. Uh, we do things sometimes because we would like to gain the esteem or the support or the applause of other people. So our happiness is dependent on other people. It's like asking other people to fill up our cup. Well, if the other people do not fill up our cup, then it affects us also. It's more of learning to fill up our own cup. We are the source of our happiness, and the source of our happiness is also within us. It's knowing that you are loved by the Spirit, by the Divine, knowing that God loves you, and that God will always fill your cup. At the same time, also learning to love ourselves, that we love ourselves no matter what other people would say. And so our cup is always overflowing. And I think it is, yeah, we don't expect other people anymore to fill up our cup. When you have a high self-esteem, well, even if people think negatively or low of you, you still remain smiling, you still remain happy because you know your worth. And somehow also you are supported by the divine, by the spirit. The spirit assures you that you are loved no matter what the situation is. Now let's try to look a little bit closer at the lower part. It says here, compose a letter to your future self. Who do you think you will be 10 years from now? Okay, so follow that drama within you. And maybe, yeah, that's nice. No, this is a good advice. No? To write a letter to yourself, a congratulatory letter like, finally you made it, and I'm so happy that you believed in yourself. I'm so happy. Welcome. Welcome to this success that awaited you from the moment you believed in your dream. Something like that. Okay. Now let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card with regards to, yes, developing that low self-esteem into higher self-esteem. Okay. That love for ourselves, that support to our inner self. Now I am having difficulty looking for the page. Finally, it is here. Okay, it says here, internal self-care. Now, the internal self-care is related to our mental, our emotional, and our physical health. Okay, and okay, I'm putting on my glasses. Just a moment. Okay, it says here, when you imagine your future self, are they on the same track you are on now? What kind of mental patterns does your future self have? Are they still thinking about the things that occupy your mind now? Or have they moved on to the other side of the mountain? What is your future emotional state? As you write a letter to your future self, take care to explain where you are at now. Where you are at now. Speak to the future you as if they have already learned from the challenges you face now. Ask for guidance. Well, it's interesting, yeah. We can send a letter to our future self saying, okay, I'm in this situation right now. How will I solve it so that I can be successful the way you are successful now? It's we used to do that a lot when we were kids. We do soliloquy. Actually, we imagine things also. Like, for example, talking with somebody, play acting, something like that. I guess we can do it here also. We can sort of like imagine we are having a conversation with our future self. An interesting advice. Okay, let's go to the external self-care. This is related to our relationships, our community, our creativity, and our work. Okay, it says here, one way of gauging how aligned we are with ourselves is the level at which our inner world is reflected in our outer world, and vice versa. Pause for a moment to look around and take stock of this. Do the outer trappings of your life, for example, relationships, community, involvement and roles, creative expression, work or career, reflect the inner world you live inside every day? Which areas seem to line up and which ones are disconnected? Noticing these points will allow you to make more conscious choices in the present. What is one action you can take today to further align a part of your inner world and your outer world. Doing so will bring you a greater sense of support and embodiment of your life purpose. Well, this is nice. I mean, you try to see which part in our inner world that is not aligned with our outer world. Like, for example, if your inner world believes in something and you are passionate about it, but then when you are in the outer world and you're expressing yourself, you feel anxiety. You try to see what causes that anxiety, which prevents you being on fire the way you are on fire within you. If it is about the opinion of other people, well, go to other people who appreciate you. Uh, don't endure the negative dialogue that you are receiving from other people, because if you endure yourself and you remain in that environment where people are always putting you down, it's just but natural that somehow the opinion will somehow grow into you, and sooner or later it will have an effect on your inner world. You will lose that fire, you will lose that confidence, you will lose that creativity. Because yes, it's true, the inner world is related to the outer world. If you are in a world that where people are encouraging you, people are very supportive of you, then sooner or later whatever insecurities you have within will be transformed to self-confidence. So in a certain sense, even if you are very strong, very confident within, if you are in an environment where people constantly put you down, sooner or later that fire will be dampened. It's like a fire that is being dampened by rainwater. Okay, when it starts to rain, even a fire that is very strong, you allow it to be under the rain for a long time, sooner or later the fire will dwindle. So take yourself into an environment, or bring yourself into an environment that is also supportive of your dream. Don't be afraid to walk away and go to a better environment, a better place, where people appreciate you, where people are supportive, where people do not put you down, but respect your uniqueness as a person. So, if it's raining, get out of the rain. You can put an umbrella as you walk towards a place where it is dry. Like, for example, if it's raining, you continue to walk and try to find a good shelter. But while you're walking, you have that umbrella. So the fire within can be that umbrella that keeps you moving. But don't stay in the rain. You can always find a shelter. And that shelter are those people who appreciate you, who also see what you can see, and they also are willing to journey with you. So they celebrate life with you. So celebrate life. In the meantime, while you are not able to find that shelter, well, you can skip and dance while it's raining. Yeah, but at the same time, don't stay out in that rain. Find a shelter. Find people who support you. Well, this is what I can see right now in our self-care tip. I hope that it has helped you. I wish you a beautiful day where you are able to smile and you are able to set yourself free to whatever this anxiety that is with you at this moment. Thank you for the likes and the comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for constantly supporting the channel. I hope to see you again in our next videos. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.